Welcome! E aí, galera, beleza? Bem-vindo à nossa comunidade.
Welcome to our community.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's OGC here. Welcome to today's video. Today's video, we're going to look at some dual tower replays. We have one fight with me as Lich, and then I'll have a few with me playing as Sylph. I'll show you the formation, so at any point in time, if you want to pause, take a screenshot because you like the formation, feel free to go for it. This one was actually sent to me from a friend named Taint, who will actually be back here to do a follow-up on the prison videos sometime next week. So super excited and happy that we have good friends. So let's jump into this fight. We're going up against a human player. Their dragon is pretty much a better version of mine. They have the fatal blows, which is huge. Great dragonic. I mean, it's pretty much equal to ours. Their magic, stamina, and command is, we actually won in. They won in might by a landslide. However, when we look at the damage, both dragons put out about the same. So let's just jump right in and see how we did in this. So we have Denji in the middle. They start off with Raxius. We drop a nice big black hole on them. It actually looks pretty good. So we instantly started with targeting their dragon, which is like the coolest thing as Lich. They run up into a couple packs of warlocks, so we should be able to take that dragon without too much of an issue. Dragon looks like it's slowly starting to drop down, and then the dragon is... Oh, they must have the same shard that we do. But their dragon goes down. On the top, it looks like we're actually doing fine. We leaped in with the Rufio in that top section earlier on, and that actually worked out really well for us. Now, I am not the best Lich player in the world, so this is obviously super messy, but we were able to contain both their dragon and their archers through the black holes of the dragon and the Rufio leap. So I think if you're a Lich player going up against humans, that's huge. You want to control the enemy, take out their dragon because you're Lich, and that's like the thing that you're really good at. So let's jump into some Sylph gameplay. So for this first Sylph fight, we're actually going up against a Dwarf player. They have the same core power as us. They have super strong mechs. Their sniper is super strong. When we look at their dragonics are right about the same as ours, and their dragon is not quite as good, but it's still a pretty good dragon. When we look at these stats, it looks like, again, we won in magic, stamina, and command. We lost in might by a landslide. Our Bazarix went huge. Their Bazarix went huge. And, of course, our dragon did pretty good damage. Alright, so we did lose some heroes in this. And if you guys want my Sylph formation, this is what I'm using for right now. I normally have 3 less heroes, so usually like Gafgar's not out there. But I only have 1 pack of Huntresses right now, and I'm way over capped. My gold cap is like 700 plus or something, so I cannot switch right now and still do the Void and play as Sylph, so that's the formation I'm going with. So let's jump into this fight. We can see right at the start, so their dragons, towards this bottom side, they have a bunch of heroes down there. On the top side, they have a couple packs of snipers, which I only have trees up there, guys, so that's not good. We have our Denji spinning around, and I believe the next thing that we do is we will leap in with Rufio, or not. Nope, it looks like, yes, we do. We jump in with Rufio. Rufio gets nice and deep on top of all of their juicy heroes. Looks really good. So Rufio's in there nice and deep. And it looks like he's going to turn and start hitting the enemy dragon. He almost one-shots the enemy dragon, which is just wild. The enemy jumped their Rufio in. Our Mako is hitting their Rufio as their Rufio lands on our dragon. And we eventually take down their Rufio. So we have our Rufio up and our dragon up. They don't have their Rufio or dragon. Top side is actually holding out pretty well, all considering. And the bottom side, we are slowly starting to whittle them down. We now have the benefit of the bat splits, and we drop down the bat splits. We take out the backline heroes in this bottom section, and then we can just kind of progress around. We have our Jax is still up. He's in the fire off or spray and pray, and then we drop another bat splits. We try and get it up towards this top section just to take out all of the snipers. It worked out great. Black hole also comes out to contain those snipers. Not that the snipers were really like shredding it up there, but all the snipers really need is a few lucky headshots, and a tree is just gone, absolutely destroyed. So then we swing on up, we throw the Rufio thing out, and then we win the fight. Now it's just a matter of time will we swing around as a Sylph player, because Sylph isn't necessarily the fastest race out there in the whole wide world. Our dragon will put in some serious work, and we are just going to drop everything one by one. They still have a Varian up in a bubble. The Varian is about to drop, and it looks like they still have their Basilisk, which will eventually go down, and that will give us the victory. And for the next fight, we're going to have Sylph going up against Lich. So this Lich player, they have way more Dragonic than us. They have 2 full max out trees. They almost have third one max out. Little side note, if you can max out 2 trees on the Onyx Dragon, go with Destruction and Affliction. I get that they're Lich and they have the Dire Stalkers, but still Affliction is just huge. Anyways, when we look at these skills for the enemy dragon, it's actually a pretty solid dragon. I'd say it's equal to mine, but their Dragonic is way, way higher. Overall, it doesn't look like they took out any troops besides some Huntresses. Again, if you want the formation that I'm using, here it is. Feel free to use it. And alright, let's check this stuff out. So our dragon did a little bit more damage than them. Our Ophidius went huge. Their Warlocks, of course, did some really good damage. In this fight, they actually won in Might and Command. We only won in Stamina and Command. They won in Might and Magic. Jeez, it is so hard to say things. I'm just kidding. So let's jump in. Let's see this fight. I want to get this. There we go. All right, so on this bomb side, you can notice they have a bunch of heroes towards this bomb side. We got a black hole nice and deep on them. We also drop down the Ophidius snake on top of their Ophidius, hopefully do some damage there. We have Denji spinning off, and then we're going to actually jump in with our Rufio. Rufio is going to go up kind of towards their dragon, landed right on top of their Jax. The goal was to take out as many of the Warlocks as possible, because they are going to put down a targeting on top of our dragon, and we want our dragon to live as long as possible. At least that's what I was thinking that they were going to do. Anyways, it ended up working out. Denji, Balrog, Jax, everyone on this bomb side ended up taking out pretty much all of the heroes, along with the pack of Dire Stalkers. Now we can swing on up. I dropped down a black hole just to kind of tie up all of the Warlocks in the areas around, and now it's just a matter of time to actually take out their dragon, and then proceed to move forwards to take out all of their stalkers. Wait the 3 seconds after their stalkers are down, and I mean at that point it's pretty much a wrap. They still have a pretty tanky Balrogs going up against the tree right there, but eventually that will drop in. Their dragon as well will eventually drop. It seems like there's a lot of people now that have that 6-shard combo for the prism that will kind of act like the dragon mage set. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of losing my voice. I'm getting a little bit sick. So yeah, it's good stuff all around. It's just a matter of time for their dragon to actually drop because of the prism with the dragon mage set. But as soon as their dragon does drop, we're able to slowly move on up, because we are Sylph and we are not the fastest race in the whole wide world. And then we will be able to just finish off all of the stalkers. I mean, they have a Varian in a bubble. That's not too much of a big deal. The Varian will eventually go down either just from brute damage or when the bubble expires, and then it will be a wrap. So good fight to this guy. He did a really good job. Pretty much equal core. Great fight all around. And for this fight, we did have a little bit of advantage when it came to core power going up against this player. However, they still have a pretty good dragon. We have a slight lead on the Dragonic, but we don't have any talents maxed out that they don't have. Again, the Sylph formation that I am using is this formation. When it came to the stats and everything, we barely won in stamina. They barely won in might. So in my opinion, a fairly even trade. They definitely won in magic. We definitely won in command. So our Basilisk went huge, and our Jax dragons both died. So they didn't do a ton of damage in that sense. So you can see on the bottom side here, we're going up against their stall side, and on this top side, they're going up against our stall side. And for our stall side, we only have 2 packs of trees. We don't even have any huntresses on our stall side, but they are getting the benefits of the banner of Valkyrie. So you can see right away, I'm starting off with Raxius just for the mantra beads, and also to kind of slow down everything in that top section. The bottom side, we're doing fine. We have our Denji doing all of his spins. We were able to take down their Ophidius, and I believe that their Rufio was able to take down our Ophidius. All in all, relatively scary. Losing your Ophidius going up against a Sylph player, not something that you really want. Our Jax finally does spray and pray. We have Denji spinning as well in this bottom section. There's just a bunch of stuff holding on. In this top side, you can see the 2 trees that I had with the banner of, or Valkyrie's banner. They're really tanky. So all considering, they have their dragon and their whole DPS side going up against it up there. On this bottom side, we actually just bursted through a decent portion down there, and that just that goes to show you how strong those trees are, especially with the banner of Valkyrie. It is crazy. So one tree went down, the other tree is about to go down. We got some nice black holes. We dropped the Ophidius bat splits. I held on to it, that way I could kind of get towards that top section and hopefully take out some of the huntresses and or heroes. Bottom side, we only have one tree left down here. It's going to be tough, but up on the top, we still have one tree up, which is huge. It's not a banner tree, it's just a regular tree. So we're almost dropped down on the enemy's tree in this bottom side, and they are still working on our tree. So we drop their tree in the bottom. We're moving up towards their middle tree. We drop their middle tree. We just have a lot more heroes up, and I made sure to target the dragon right away because as you move up, you need to be able to take out that dragon. Otherwise, the dragon's actually just going to put out so much damage. An enemy's dragon can single-handedly win the enemy the fight, or your dragon can single-handedly win you the fight. So I'm sorry there's no live stream today, guys. I got a bunch of plans. I have a lot to do, and I'm also not really feeling good. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. It's not good. So, yeah, we'll have the full Clash of Fate video coming out tomorrow. Monday, we'll have the Clash PvP videos coming out from the members from Blood Moon. And then sometime next week, I'll have another interview with Taint coming out about the prisms and shards, kind of like a follow-up in answering some frequently asked questions. I'm super excited for that. He's an awesome dude, so we're lucky to have him as part of the community, and also to, be able to sit down with him and have some of his quality of time talking together. So, as always, in the description of this video and all videos, there are 3 different links. One for the merch store if you want to further support the channel, one for the OGC Discord if you guys want to be a part of the community and get a bunch of helpful information. And finally, we have Patreon. So thank you to all the Patreons out there. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. Even if I'm feeling under the weather, still come because the Patreons are here. So if you want to join up and be a Patreon, feel free to check that out. It's cool stuff. I appreciate all of it. With that, guys, I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have a fantastic day.